Hey guys, Novastar here again. Today I'm bringing you a deck profile on a Cardfight Vanguard deck profile. So this is a Cardfight Vanguard deck profile, as the title probably states. It is on my granblue deck. So yeah, I'm doing a deck profile on my granblue deck for you guys today. So I'm going to get straight into it. For the star, I'm using Fledgling Pirate, Pinot Gurry, whatever his freaking name is. I can't pronounce it half the time. Basically what he does is put him into the soul when you're Vanguard Legion. You may pay the cost. If you do, choose a card from your drop zone and call it to rear guard. So basically he superior calls from the drop zone, which granblue superior calls from the drop zone anyway, so we just plus. It's a pretty good starter. For grade 3s, I'm running 4 of, what's his name? Young Pirate Noble Pionot Nor. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He legions with, well, he has legion. What his effect is: put 3 cards from the top of your deck into your drop zone when this card or when this unit legions. You may pay the cost. If you do, choose a card from your drop zone and call it to rear guard. So basically, you legion, put 4 back, mill 3, superior, call 1 from the drop zone. A lot of people don't like this card. I personally do. He's nice early game. He can help you get field presence on the board because you plus off him by milling 3. Plus, he sets you up for legioning again later on, so you instantly have 3 units there to legion again. From what I've played of this, I tend to go into him first, and if I can get a riding of one of him, I will, because you can get rid of units on your field that you don't need, and you can superior call from your drop zone. And your legion, he sets you up for legion, and again he recycles triggers. He can set you up for so many plays really easy as long as you open with him. He's good to start with. He's not good for ending game, but he's good for starting game. Oh, and his other effect is when this unit attacks, you can choose one of your rear guards and retire it, and this unit gets 5,000 power until the end of that battle. Next, probably the better legion for granblue. I run 4 Witch Doctor of the Dead Sea Negro Bolt. Yeah, Negro Bolt. This is a good card. What he does is he legions. He's obviously, so legion obviously, and then counterblast 1. Choose one of your rear guards and retire it. When this unit attacks, if this unit is in legion, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose a card from your drop zone and call it to rear guard. And he also, when he attacks a vanguard, if you have another unit in the middle column, this unit gets 3,000 power until the end of the turn. So he's a 23k attacking vanguard, legion vanguard. So when he's in legion, he's 23k attacking. For 1 counter blast, you can get an extra attack. It's basically like a standard trigger, except for when you get a superior call, which can also set up more plays as well. So it's pretty good. Next, I run 4 of this guy's mate. So just so you can see what his legion is. It's something like that. That's actually a better camera angle as well, so I'll probably play it there. So I run 4 of her. Pirate Big Boobs, as people tend to call her. What her effect is, well, she's it's a drop zone effect. You can counterblast 1 when this unit, or when your Vanguard legions. You may pay the cost. If you do, call this card to rear guard. So when you legion, if she's in the drop zone, counterblast 1, superior caller. So she's pretty handy. Builds up presence on the board fairly easily. Next, I run 4 of Negro Bolt's mate, which is this legion. Something along those lines. What he does is, when he's placed on the rear guard from your drop zone until the end of the turn, he gets the following ability. When this card attack hits a vanguard, you choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. So basically, when you call him from the drop zone, you can retire one, and then he attacks, he hits, retire, rear guard. It's pretty useful. You can probably take him down to 3, but yeah, he's a legion mate. 4, it works fine. Next, I run 2 Ruin Shade. She is a beast of a card. She is really nice. I do want to run one more of her. 3's fine. 2, you see her enough, but she gets nuked off the field really, really quickly because your opponent doesn't want you to keep her on the field because she just fills up your drop zone really easy. I do need to get a 3rd one, but I only have 2 at the minute, so I'm only running 2, but I will try and pick up the 3rd one up by my locals probably this week, maybe next week. But what she does is when she attacks, if she's in the vanguard or rearguard circle, this is, put the top 2 cards of your deck into your drop zone. When this unit attacks, if you have a granblue vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets 2,000 power until the end of that battle. So she's an 11k attacker. Which there's 12k attackers out there, but I don't know if there is for granblue, but I don't think there is. But she puts 2 cards into the drop zone, so again, she helps you perform Legion early game. She also helps fuel your drop zone for combos to Superior Call and stuff early game. So she's very handy. And overall, she's a key card to the deck. That's why you probably need to get 2 more of her. And for the last grade 2, I'm running 1 Deadly Spirit. Is it Deadly? No, Deadly Spirit, whatever it's called. What his effect is a drop zone effect. It's Soul Blast 2 and choose one of your grade 1 or greater granblue rearguards and retire it. If you do have a granblue vanguard, you could call this card to risk. So basically, you can Soul Blast 2, retire a grade 0 or a grade 1 or something, and then Superior Call this from the drop zone, so you can get a grade 2 to the field really, really easy, especially if you get this into the drop zone early game. It's handy because you can Superior Call when you get nothing but grade 1s in your hand. This just feels... it's handy to have. Until I get a 2nd or a 3rd Ruin Shade even, it'll do. For grade 1s, I think everyone's running this for this card now, and that is Sea Strolling Banshee. This card is pretty good. It's a 6k, but that's the only downside is, but when she's placed in the rearguard from your drop zone, you can Soul Blast 1 and draw a card. Free draw. That's all I gotta say. Free draw. So you play 4 of this. Because you just retire it with Ruin, your Legion, your grade 3s, you just retire it and then recycle it and so on. So next I'm playing 4 Bolt Swing Armor or whatever he's called. I'm sorry for butchering these names, guys. I'm really, really tired. It's like nearly 1 o'clock in the morning. I haven't had a lot of sleep, so sorry for butchering half the names, you know. But anyway, I wanted to do some recording because I can't sleep, so I thought I'd record this for you guys. So I'm running 4 of this guy. It's basically, when he's called from the drop zone to the rear guard, he gets 3k until the end of turn. So he's a 10k attacker when you call him from the drop zone. I probably will be taking some of these out for other cards in the future. It's just at the minute I don't have them, so I'm playing with what I've got. Then I'm running 2 Samurai Spirit, which is when he's in the drop zone, you can counterblast 1. Choose a granblue rearguard, retire it. If you have a granblue vanguard, you can call this card to rearguard. So again, basically the same as the grade 2, except from he's just counterblast 1, retire unit, superior calling from the drop zone. So you can retire, call it a trigger, counterblast 1, retire the trigger, and call this. So, and then I'm running 3 perfect guards, because they're perfect guards, and 1 quintet wall staple. Quintet walls are really good in this deck. You can actually play 2. I debated playing 2, but I've got 3 perfect guards. I'm also playing the 3 perfect guards. I fill up the drop zone really, really easy, so the quintet walls aren't even needed. But still, one still works perfectly fine. That's it for the grade 1s. For the triggers, I run 3 Rough, or whatever her name is, Sea Banshee. For this crit trigger, what this crit trigger's effect is you can, when she's in rearguard, you can move it to the soul to draw a card. So basically, you soul charge her and draw 1 card. It's very useful because if you draw into it, like sometimes you do, you can just go, oh, I just move this to soul, draw a card. So you can fix your hand better. She's got more use than just being a crit. Then I'm running 4 of this crit, so 8 crits. 4 draws. I'm gonna get 4 of the other crit triggers and run 8. I'm probably run 12 crit because the Banshee draws and this draws. So it just comes in handy. And then lastly, possibly the only heal trigger that you should be running, and that's for Dr. Rouge, because she is the hottest card in granblue. You know, the artwork of this card is just so hot. She's really, really hot for a card, and granblue needed some hot cards. This card's hot, so I'm playing her just because she's hot. And the other heal trigger is just, ugh, why would you play it over this? Just why? If you have this to play this. Personal preference, obviously, but I think, you know, she's hot. So sorry for butchering the pronunciations on some of the cards, guys. Like I said, I am tired. I've been busy. I was up really late last night building my Niskoi deck, which for Y Schwartz, because I've built quad collars. You'll see that probably uploaded not long after this. So stay tuned for that one, guys. Thanks for watching again. This has been my granblue deck. I have quite a lot of fun playing this deck. It's not a competitive build. It's just really, really fun. And any tips or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. I'm open to all tips and suggestions with granblue. This is my first attempt at building granblue, so if you are a granblue player and you are watching this, please feel free to leave me any feedback, tips and suggestions in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe and stay tuned for more Y Schwartz and Cardfight Vanguard content. Peace out.